Hey guys, I've tried to record this video twice now, so I'm just going to kind of try and get through it. It might be a big video. I might talk quickly, especially because the kids are in the bath, so I just need to do it. I have been on vacation for the last week and a half, and then right when we got back from vacation, I started watching my niece for a while, and soon I will be watching a baby for a couple weeks. So my time is going to be extremely limited and has been limited for the last week, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So I'm kind of really behind on videos, and I apologize for that, but I have a lot to update you guys on. So hopefully I can get some of that done now in terms of this video so that we can keep moving forward. I'm loving this saying on my the YMCA gives you shirts the more you work out. It's a fit point thing. Anyway, one of the things is keep always move forward, or always moving forward, keep moving forward. Either way, I like it. And so now every time I'm running on the treadmill at the gym, I like keep looking at that shirt. Anyway, wow, way off topic, like way off topic. Okay, so this video is about IVF. It is all about the IVF follow-up appointment that I had and where we're going from here in terms of TTC, IVF, all of that. And I think this is a really important update for those of you who are following my trying to conceive, finishing our family kind of journey, because it was kind of a pivotal moment, or meeting-ish, whatever. Anyway, let's talk weight first. Weight, I am 196, which is really kind of, I don't get embarrassed really at all easily anyway, ever. But it is kind of embarrassing to be back exactly where I started, essentially. What, last year? This year? Again? I just feel like I'm so close to 200 that that's really scary and frustrating and kind of just gross to me, for me and my body type, not for you or anybody else. Don't get all, you're being rude. It's uncomfortable to me. I don't like how I'm trying not to be too loud. I don't like how I look this way. I don't want my girls to hear that, because I've been working really hard on body acceptance and body love, and making sure that they get that kind of thing instilled to them, while also working on being healthy. But again, another tangent. Sorry. But that's where I'm at with weight. So essentially, I gained about 10 pounds with IVF meds, and that's not super surprising. I know I gain meds, I know I gain weight with fertility medication. It's really common because the medication is so intense. A lot of them mimic things in pregnancy. A lot of them kind of trigger your body to go, oh my gosh, what are we doing? And then gain weight or break out, whatever else. So that's kind of where we're at with that specific part of weight. So I do have some notes on my phone to use, so I may be looking down a little bit. Anyway, the IVF team that I'm working on is kind of dumbfounded and astounded as to why trying is not working for us. In terms of male factor, we have no male factor in fertility, and in fact, our male side is just awesome. And even before we started him on selenium, it was awesome. And then we started him on selenium thinking, you know, any higher chances from any side is going to be helpful. So he is taking selenium, and that is upping things, and his stuff didn't even need to be heightened at all. But anyway, in terms of me, I am generally fairly healthy besides my weight. I don't have any insulin resistance issues that show up on blood work. I don't have anything blood work wise that looks even remotely close to bad. All my blood work is really good. It's either right in the middle of normal or just a little off the middle of normal. Everything is just good. My weight obviously needs to go down, but other than that, everything else looks good. So that's good, but frustrating, because then there's no, like, other things to pinpoint that says, oh, your vitamin D is really low and this has been shown to be a problem. So, yeah, there's that. The only thing that we are seeing, in terms of me, you know, my uterus looks good, my cervix looks good, my fallopian tubes looks good, my ovaries look good, everything looks good. The only thing that doesn't seem to look good is my egg quality, and that does not look good at all. It looks really poor, actually. So realistically, what is happening is our embryos are fragmenting, which basically, the way they describe to me, sounds much like sperm and egg meet. They start to grow, and then at some point they just kind of start to dissolve and break apart because it's not strong enough. When the sperm and the egg meet, it creates like a very hard barrier, but mine don't create a super hard barrier. It makes it easy to break apart. So that seems to be the issue. The really nice thing about that is we have some kind of sort of maybe possible answer. And that's not a solid answer because all the stuff about egg quality is in such its infancy and study right now that I'll get a little bit more into that in a second, but it's kind of frustrating. Hold on. Let me back up a little bit. It feels nice to have some kind of sort of answer. On the other end of it, it feels really crappy that it's me. And I kind of wish it didn't, because I feel like I spent so long thinking, if we just had an answer, I don't even care if it was me. And now that we kind of sort of have an answer and it's me, I feel really crappy. It's not so much that it's disappointing that it's me. I feel bad for my husband is really what it is. I feel badly for him that he sort of picked a defective partner or something. That kind of seems to be where my head is at with that. Going back to egg quality stuff, the problem is that studies with egg quality are in such an infancy that there hasn't been found a common denominator. So PCOS, all of the PCOS patients, all of that comes from somewhere. There's a cause for PCOS, so there's things to work on and there's ways to work on it. Endometriosis is the same thing. All of these diseases come from something, and they're all caused by something, and there's common denominators in all of these diseases. Egg quality being poor doesn't have any common factors known at this point. Some women it's weight, some women it's not. Some women it's health factors, eating, what you eat, that kind of thing, environmental factors. Some women it's not. Some women it's this, some women it's not. You know, there's no common denominator known at this point, which means there's no common denominator for treatment. So it's all just theories and hunches, and maybe this could help you and maybe this can't. We don't quite know at this point, which is really, really frustrating. So some of it does go back to my weight, and my doctor does think that there might be an underlying metabolic issue because it is so hard for me to lose weight, but it is very, very easy for me to gain weight. She does think that even though my blood work looks really good for my insulin resistance, that there might be a slight metabolic issue that just doesn't show up on testing. And so she wanted me to start on metformin. Let's see, hold on. Whee! So they really think that if we could get my egg quality up, that we would have no problems with trying to conceive and getting pregnant. They even think that if we could get my egg quality up enough that we wouldn't even need IVF, we could just do it the good old natural way, which I have a really hard time believing. I love that somebody is so hopeful for us, but I have a really hard time believing because we've only had negatives and heartbreak at this point. And the couple proven positives that we've had have ended poorly. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. They're very hopeful that we can have a pregnancy, likely without IVF. So I am supposed to continue on the CoQ10 at 600 milligrams a day, DHEA at 75 milligrams a day, prenatal, melatonin at 3 milligrams a day. I also take biotin, but I do need to get my vitamin D and my vitamin B12 checked again. I did get my insulin resistance, my TSH checked, and my TSA is actually better than it was last year, which is awesome. And they want me to start metformin at 1,500 milligrams a day with a slow release. She wants me to see a metabolic nutritionist who works with infertility patients. We are lucky enough to have somebody who is so super specialized. She works only with TTC patients who have metabolic issues. So that's awesome. She wants me to get as close to a 20 to 25 BMI as possible and to keep her updated. And then if it's still not working once I'm in that BMI range, she wants us to try one IUI if we're willing to before going back to IVF. Egg and embryo adoption are still available and as an option for us, but she's convinced that we'll fall pregnant if we can get my egg quality up. So I went to my doctor and requested metformin, and she gave me this lecture basically on, and I understand why she did it, partly because I went to a new doctor. My old doctor, primary care physician, was just, we weren't really seeing eye to eye on some things anymore. So I went to a new doctor, and I was kind of talking to her, and this was kind of a mistake to see a new person right now, but I was talking to her about how hard it is for me to lose weight and how easy it is for me to gain weight and all this other stuff, and talking about our IVF history and why I'm coming to her for metformin, on top of talking about weight stuff just in general. And she kind of gave me this lecture on there is no magic pill, and you have to eat right, and you have to exercise, and it's like, I know, I promise, I'm not trying to take a magic pill to lose weight, but it would be nice if I could possibly even lose weight and keep it off. That would be great. And if this is going to possibly help me, then awesome. And if it doesn't, but it helps my egg quality get better, then awesome. I don't care if it helps me lose weight or not. It would be a nice perk, but I'm not too concerned with that aspect for the metformin. I'm more concerned with the helping my egg quality get better from metformin. So that's where I'm at with that. She did prescribe it to me, so that's cool. It's covered, which means it's only like $6 for 90 pills or something. I am on 1,500 milligrams a day. I'm doing the Step Up program, so the first week ended up being a week and a half. I took 1 pill a day, which is 500 milligrams. I took it at night. And I will get into metformin, whether it's good or evil, in another video, because this is getting long. I am continuing on my other vitamins, minerals, and stuff, but that is my IVF update. Now that you've been here for 14 minutes, if you've been here for 14 minutes, congratulations. I would say get a cookie, but I'm trying to lose weight, so you're not allowed to have cookies either. Anyway, I will update other videos later. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.